What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Xbox Partner Preview co-stream here on Fun Speculation, and we're gonna have a blast because I think there's gonna be some pretty cool surprises today. And as you can see, we have some awesome people here hanging out to watch the Xbox Partner Preview show today.
Ooh.
First off, sup, Boom. This is like actually the second, I think, or maybe even third co-stream you've done with us in a row. It's starting to become
Yeah.
a tradition.
Yeah, I like it. Look, the thing is this. I had reached out to Mav and I was like, man, I hope I'm not intruding. You mind if I jump on your stream? Because I normally obviously do, we'll be back tonight on Primetime Gaming. So I'm like, I'm not going to stream twice. I only do that when there's breaking news. I was like, well, you know what? Let's try and drive some traffic towards Mav. Because folks, if you didn't know, he is almost at 5,000 subs. For the love of Joe, if you're not subscribed, what the heck are you waiting for? Let's go.
Let's go.
Thanks, Boom. Much appreciated. All the support over the years, dude, helping us and part of the family, just like Steel Rain is here. And
Indeed.
love watching these things with you too, because you're like us. You get like super excited and geek out over this stuff.
Well, I'm a big nerd. Everyone knows that. That's fine. It's fine.
Absolutely. And then shout out to one of our fam as well, the one and only Steel Rain here again to sharing the excitement of this showcase with us. What's up, Steel?
Well, you know, it would only be right if when they're showing my type of games for me to be here, right? I don't.
Yeah.
Nah, that just being funny. But yeah, man, always appreciate there being an open door policy and me being able to come in, slide in here, and just see how we end up feeling about this partner preview overall, man. We got a lot of exciting things I think we're going to be announced here. And just, I'm going out on the ledge here, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all might just call me crazy, but I think there's a possibility that Elden Ring, the game, not the DLC, will drop into Game Pass. And man, that's going to really drive those numbers, I think. But anyway, we'll see. Glad to be here. And much love.
Yeah, if that happened at something like this, that would be massive news because any Elden Ring news is massive.
Bro, yeah.
If it has Elden Ring attached to it and there's some kind of announcement, it blows up, right? So if that, I wonder how much that would cost them, but I don't care. It's Microsoft's money.
Almost 3 years later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steel, you were right. The game is 3 years old. I think personally, and Steel actually is the one that brought this to our attention yesterday. So give credit to him. I think it makes perfect business sense. And it's a giant W for both, right? For Bandai Namco, the game's probably not selling very much, right? It's probably now with the announcement of DLC, people put out when bought it, but it's not flying off the digital, the stores, no matter where it is. You get the bag of money from Xbox. You drop a premier Game of the Year title into Xbox Game Pass, and we already know we have the trailer. We can go watch it. People are going to potentially try the game. I'm like, wait a second, this isn't really. It's Soulsy, but it's Soulsy that's digestible.
Yeah,
because you can go off and do other things. If a boss has kicked your ass, you're like, okay, boss, I'll come back in a couple of hours after I finish leveling up, and then you go and you beat that boss, and now you feel like a champion of justice. You get this in the Game Pass, you're going to drive people towards your subservice, and more importantly, you're going to get people to buy your DLC. I think this is a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, it would make sense. It definitely would. Shout out to El Hermano Pio with a $2 super chat that said, excited as always. Shout out to the panel. Thank you for being here. And then Decado, choo motherfucker, with a 5 gifteds. Yo, bro, appreciate you, Decado, and everybody else for being here. You all rock. And like, there's probably a million channels doing co-streams for these things. And if you choose to be here, thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys. And we're going to have some fun trying to figure out what it is that they're going to show. We got 3 answers. From 3 publishers. There's Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess from Capcom, which they've been tweeting a storm lately. They're excited to show whatever they got to show here. They're gonna reveal more of what that game is. That's a Game Pass day one new IP from Capcom, in the spirit of Onimusha, those kind of games, art style kind of like that. Ever when I saw that game revealed originally, it had me super excited. So I'm from the games that we know is going to be here. That's the one I'm most excited to see. There's also the Berserker game. I forget the exact name of it. That's from
The Last
Nexon.
Berserker Kazakhstan.
Yeah, and
That one.
that looks like a Steel game all the way to me. I don't know. I could be wrong,
Oh yeah, no,
but
I'm all about that.
yeah,
1,000%.
but that looks sick, man. The art style on that game looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then there's the other game, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but it's an EA original, and it was revealed at the Game Awards and it's the developer that made this game in memory of his father that had passed away.
Yes, his dad.
And that one like had a really cool story to it, and kind of stole the show at the Game Awards. And so those are the 3 games that are going to be here for sure, right?
Tales of Kenzera.
Thank you.
Zao.
Yeah. All 3 of these games got crazy names, man. All the three that they have already told us about, it is like impossible to remember. But we got those 3 games that we know are going to be here from 3 different publishers. But they said 12 plus games are going to be shown. They said like 20 something minutes, roughly 20 to 30, I think in there. You're on mute, Boom.
Oh,
there you go.
Am I?
Well, I don't know. It was just cut out. It was weird. Your mouth was moving, but nothing was coming out.
30 minutes. I'm looking at the presser right now. It's going to be 12 plus titles and 30-minute broadcast.
30 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So, and then in that presser, I remember that they did say there was new game announcements as well. So that over anything has me excited. But out of what we know, to kind of expectation wise, like, is there something kind of that you're looking forward to specifically, Boom?
Well, I mean, look, the truth of the matter is that, you know, when you talk about third party, right? These are games that are going to be coming out this year.
Yeah.
Whatever they're going to show, they're going to be obviously a part of Xbox in some way or another. Whether that actually is just as a marketing thing, right? Or potentially, and this is where I get excited as a consumer, a lot of these games could be finding their way to Xbox Game Pass. I know we're waiting for updates on games like The Last Night, which, you know, is gone from existence. There's another side-scrolling cyberpunk game. I always forget the name of it that was supposed to come out. Oh my God, what's the name of that game? I'll come to me in a second. But for me, when you see a show like this, it's 12 plus games. The first 3 that they announced, every one of them looks like a winner.
Yeah.
Right. So what does that mean for the next, you know, like 9 or 10, or maybe it's more than 12? They said 12 or more, right? More than 12. Yeah. What's the more past a dozen? Baker's dozen, 13. I don't know. I just like the idea that smaller games like this are getting highlighted. I think that it is something to be excited about. But again, I like the path Microsoft is taking. This is just another big show coming off of the January show that we had with the Developers Direct. Obviously, June is a couple of months away. That's going to be big for them. I really want to see what they do with these partners. I want to see if we're going to get some new stuff that we didn't actually know they were partnering with these developers or publishers with, and maybe we'll get a couple surprises out of the deal.
Yeah, that's something that's been kind of something to expect at all of their shows lately. It's at least some kind of surprise. You know, they've done shadow drops. They've done, like at the Dev Direct this last time, they had Square Enix show up, even though it's like thought to be a first party showcase. So and they have so many different games to show and so many different things to do. And this one's, even though it's focused on third party, like separating these shows out gives them opportunities to do some different things and highlight games from a bunch of different publishers to showcase things to not the typical Xbox stuff, right? Because we already know, like, based on what we're getting and what they've already revealed, there's already a lot of variety here with just different stuff from different parts of the world, different kinds of developers, different size publishers, all this kind of stuff. So at a show like this, really, you have like almost zero expectations on what could be here. It's absolutely insane. But what about you, Steel? Out of what we know, what is kind of tickling your fancy, bro?
Out of what we know, I mean, again, Path of the Goddess and the first Berserker Kazakhstan, I think those two are definitely the standouts. Again, those are right up my alley. Because I unfortunately never had a chance to play Onimusha, and I haven't went back or anything through emulation to go play. Maybe it's because I feel like it's outdated or whatever the case. I ended up skipping out on that. And people saying that Path of the Goddess reminds them of that. From all the good things that I've heard, I just want to see more what the gameplay presentation is. I heard you guys talking about it, and you said it was something had some strategy along with the action combat to it. So I want to see what that may be, even whether that's you have some form of partners or some buddies or whatever that are with you, or maybe you can control the environment somehow. With how it was very floral and things, that was very artistic and things that they had going on. So that's going to be interesting. And then the first Berserker, just being, I've become a recent fan of DNF, which is Dungeon Fighters, I believe it is called.
Yeah.
And I never knew of it before, but seeing the characters, like seeing, because they have a DNF fighting game, it's a 2D like Blaze Blue, however you want to call it, or Guilty Gear, it's of that style. And it seemed like it had super dope characters, and of that ilk, it's doing what I've wanted games like BlazBlue and Guilty Gear to do, is focus on a main character, and kind of give us a backdrop outside of just the fighting elements, because it's not for everybody. I like to see more games like what we got back in the day, like on the 360 with Asora's Wrath. That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Dude, that was so good. A lot of people skipped out on that game. Whoa, dude.
That's one of those games. It's very rare that I replay games, but I think that's one of those games I'm about to replay here very soon.
I actually bought that a couple of, I think it was like last year when it was on sale. Oh, real quick, it's Steel. I know you don't have the time for it.
No, what?
But if you're interested, they did re-release an HD version of Onimusha.
Really? Okay.
For Xbox, yeah. I mean, I think it's on PlayStation everywhere, but it's really look. Is it gonna blow your socks off? It's not. It's still fixed cameras like the old school, but it is. I put it to this way: it was the Bloodborns and the Elden Rings of yesteryear. It's what made the games that we play today as the the Bloodborne type of games,
right?
What they are. That and Ninja Gaiden, they're right off the top. Yeah, you should check it out, man. You probably can pick it up super cheap.
Yeah. I'm going to look into that, see if I can get it on and drop some mods in there, get some retexture mods going on or whatnot, and see what's up with that.
Oh yeah, well you're a PC head, dude. It's probably gonna look amazing in PC.
Yeah. Partner preview, so that could mean lots of different things here, right? Like as far as who shows up. I think we're gonna have a couple of updates on some of the games that we've been waiting for, that we know are kind of like Game Pass partner marketing Xbox games. Maybe like a Silksong, right? Hollow Knight Silksong is supposed to come out this year. We still don't. I don't think we have a date for that yet. So that would be one that would also draw a lot of attention, because from the indie community, that's up there with some of the most anticipated games, especially. Besides that, I think maybe Flintlock. I saw people in the chat mentioning that one. Flintlock is a game that is also supposed to be this year. And but then also I was thinking, like, what if MLB The Show shows up here, because it's coming out this month, right?
That's true. I mean, it would be a good one to show. That's kind of that would be a slap in the face of Sony. I want to see more of that again, but that would be dope.
Yeah, it comes out I think like on the 16th or 17th, something like that, right? So that's a Game Pass Day 1 game, and I think there's probably going to be those one or two things that is going to get everybody talking, They kind of have a knack for this lately with Xbox, like at these kind of shows. Like they set this kind of expectation of like, oh, okay, it's third party showcase or whatever. We're gonna watch it. Just kind of, it'd be cool. You know, it's gonna be some JRPGs stuff like that or whatever. I don't know. But then they come out and like Square Enix shows up and be like, hey, here's our Final Fantasy segment. You know, we're gonna be bringing every Final Fantasy game now to Xbox or something. Just something crazy. Like they have like a knack for lately to kind of surprise people at these shows, and I think maybe because of Tina Amini and what she's been doing with Xbox, she kind of understands the marketing at these shows and what kind of impact that they can have. And I remember they did this last year when Metal Gear showed up at an Xbox show. And things like that, because that's what everybody was talking about. You remember, like, after the Xbox partner show they had last year, it was like, oh, whoa, Metal Gear showed up at an Xbox show? You know, that was crazy. So I feel like there's going to be some interesting things here. So out of the surprises, the potential surprises that we could have, what's the you already talked about Elden Ring maybe coming to Game Pass or something like that. Is that the main thing you think could happen here today, Steel?
That's the biggest one outside of maybe them going into a full partnership with Palworld, making something announced here, just to show that Palworld is here to stay, because I know that the developers of Palworld were concerned a little bit because of how expensive it cost them to run their servers. But if they have enough people consistently, I think Palworld still has a very high player count. If it's still, I think it's still over the 200K mark or somewhere in there, and that's very healthy for a game of that magnitude. And if they continue that, they get somebody, get an additional support team in there. Again, they get pumping out content. That's exactly what Game Pass needs right now. Something new like a Roblox coming into it, right? You had Fortnite, then Minecraft, well, kind of in the verse, Minecraft, Fortnite, and then Roblox that kind of came right behind as far as just like how big they became pretty quickly. And I think Palworld has that potential, excuse me, especially with Nintendo they seemingly are doing things because they're planning something. I don't know. You see with the new Pokemon, they're supposedly doing the city thing. I call the Detective Pikachu looking. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see. I know Jasper was excited about it. I heard him talking about it, but so we'll see about that. But other than like something like Palworld or Elden Ring dropping in there, just because it just makes too much sense for you to drop a game that's almost 3 years old at this point into a Game Pass service to drive the numbers for the DLC that's releasing very soon thereafter. So it's just one of those things. It's all preparation, and then you could do that right before because you have that showcase in June. The DLC drops in June. It just aligns too perfectly to go from there. So I mean, those are my two biggest things. Just because I want to see the success and everything, especially because they got to. I don't know if people noticed this. Were paying attention. Palworld on PC and Xbox now are on the same exact version. They did that very quickly because it was quite a few versions behind. So something has had to happen for it to speed up that quickly. Because I wasn't even expecting that. I was like, 6 months maybe, but it's like almost a month later. And it's on the same version now, so that's super dope.
To that thought though, like Palworld could show something, like Palworld could actually show up here, like it's some trailer about like future content or something like that, you know, because it's a huge deal on Xbox still right now. So them trying to highlight their partners is kind of what this is all about. So that wouldn't surprise me, as well as if they showed up with just some kind of sizzle reel celebrating Palworld, but then also like a glimpse into the future of Palworld. You know what I mean? Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. What about you, Boom? Like surprises? Like, I don't think we're gonna get like a Dragon Age here, right? Or like a Star Wars Outlaws or something like that. I don't think this is the kind of show for that. But like, what kind of surprises do you think they would do at like a show in March here, highlighting third-party partners?
Man, you know what? You know what big studio is absent from the conversation for today so far is Ubisoft.
Okay.
They have not been. Listen,
If you say
they've
Splinter
had.
Cell, boom.
I'm
Are you-
gonna say Splinter Cell,
I
man. I'm
knew
gonna
you.
do it. I'm gonna do it again. I'm putting my head on the chopper block, folks. Again, I'm gonna be like Randolph Thor and take the L in advance. But you know what? I'm gonna will this goddamn thing into fruition. Um, Look, when the head of Ubisoft came out and said that Skull and Bones was a quadruple A title, it just really set a precedent that maybe they don't know what they're doing over there. And I think I can stand on my stone and say they don't know what they're doing over there because as phenomenal as Prince of Persia is, and it's by far one of the best in the series, it's really phenomenal. They outpriced themselves charging $50. That should have been a $30 title. And they overextended their reach and no one bought the game. What would you rather have? You know, a million of $50 sales or 3 millions of $30 sales. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have
Yeah.
done better. So they kind of did two bonehead moves back to back. No one's talking about them other than, you know, you hear the rumblings that, you know, they're going to probably be laying off a bunch of people because they're kind of due. Everyone else has, and they haven't said anything. So you would imagine that Skull and Bones isn't doing well for them. Prince of Persia didn't move. Avatar before it did not really,
Yeah.
you know, sell. So they're kind of 0 for 3, right? So you would imagine that it's going to be some bad news for developers there, which sucks. If you want to get people invested in your brand again, why not at a third party preview or partner preview? They're pretty cozy with Xbox, and obviously they have the streaming deal with Microsoft because of what happened in Europe during the ABK stuff. I think this is it would be a great surprise. It would probably be, Matt, to be honest with you, all people could talk about if they and not a new Splinter Cell. We're talking about the rumored remake of the original. Drop that here. I'm not saying it has to be in Game Pass. I'll pay full boat for that. The original one is dope, but this would be for me anyway. I think one of the surprises of the show.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I would call you.
You knew I was going Splinter Cell. I love it.
I love
the
second you said
I'm so
Ubisoft,
predictable
because I know well, I'm every time there's any kind of show, I just like in the back of my mind hope that a new Splinter Cell shows up, right? Like, they skipped the entire last generation. We're now going into our 4th year of this generation, right? Where the heck is it? Like, and I would call you crazy, Boom. I would call you crazy that it's impossible for Splinter Cell to show up at a thing like today. But they did announce the Splinter Cell reboot in a blog post. And that moment we've all dreamed of, the goggles, you know, showing back up, you know, the sound and stuff on a stage, you know, and the crowd going wild, like, yeah, Sam Fisher's back. Yes, let's go. You know, they took all that away from us when they announced the game in a blog post. Like, it'll still, I think, get the excitement when it comes, like, and shows up eventually like that. But they could have just, out of the left field, announced it one day at one of these shows without anybody knowing that they're reworking on it and doing all that kind of stuff. They took it away from us in a blog post. Like, how stupid can Ubisoft be to announce something like a new Splinter Cell reboot in a blog
Just
post?
bonehead move after bonehead move, man. That's all I got.
Crazy. A blog post, man. Splinter Cell. Anyway, Psycho, what is up, man? Thanks for being here, bro.
Sorry I'm late. Things came up, and but I'm glad to be here. We got what, 4 minutes?
Yeah,
3 minutes.
4 minutes. Give me a, out of the games we know kind of are going to be here, what's your like thing you're looking forward to the most, and then also what's a surprise you see as possible at being here?
I forget what games were announced again.
There's Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, that Berserker game, Berserker of Kazaa. Is it Kazaa?
Kazaa.
Kazaa.
First
Kazan.
Berserker Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
That one. And then
Yeah.
there's the Tales of Zao. Kenzera. These are a mouthful, man. I can't say any of these
Right.
games. Games.
The one by Capcom. That's the one you first mentioned, correct?
Kunitsu-Gami. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got that one. Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the
Yeah,
Gods.
Kunitsu-Gami. That definitely is up my alley. I love Japanese games, and this is packed full of Japanese flavor.
Ooh.
And yeah, no, we know what you're watching there, Steel. And no, I'm it really last time we saw was it at a developed direct last year? This the one in November. So I believe that's where we saw it. It was just an awesome looking game. I want to know a little bit more about it. So hopefully we'll have some in-depth gameplay trailer for what's going to be shown, and I think we'll see maybe a release date for Metal Gear Solid Delta, and maybe we'll see whatever else. Oh God. I mentioned last time. Maybe Toys for Bob. Maybe they have something.
Okay.
Since they're
Because now they're a partner.
Yeah, so that would be hilarious.
By
the way,
in a weird way though, like it would make sense for them to have made that announcement like before this show if they were going to show up as a partner, right?
Yeah, or they're just just keeping things unwrapped.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Lately, Xbox has not been leaky. If you noticed, not too much has been. Not before the almost entire show would be leaked before the show and now it's maybe things are rumored, things trickle, but not to the fact of what it used to be where it was like okay, thanks for letting me know the entire roadmap.
And more stuff keeps coming out and different rumors and leaks and like certain games going to other platforms and all these kind of stuff still, but like
that shit's just rehashed.
I don't believe anything anymore after the whole fiasco that happened a couple weeks back. But we'll have
the shit that's still being rumored is just people grasping at straws, people just trying to keep getting the like just keep it going because this way they have content that they can clickbait on and keep it going. And it's just like, okay, well, we know that in the future things can change, but as of right now it's not the case. So a lot of things change down the road.
We'll
look at Xbox.
Wait and see. We got 20 seconds here. We're rolling up on this
5 seconds.
Did you guys real quick? There was an article. Apparently, the Final Fantasy VII trilogy is exclusive forever.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So why did they put 3 months on their trailer?
It's gonna be on PC, or
6 months on their trailer.
We'll see. I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
Here we go.
See.
Thank you all for being here, watching with us.
Hit that like button. Diablo. Nah. Oh. What game is this?
Won't you at least tell me what we're doing here? All I know is that it's serious.
Another fanboy game?
It's more than serious, Runa.
It's Assassin's
It is
Creed.
dangerous.
Right? Or no? No?
This is from Bandai.
Oh, Bandai? I was looking at the other screen. It looks like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, they did. That's what I was saying. What is this going on?
Yeah, Bandai Namco.
In my experience, the greatest harm often comes from the best
I love her
intentions.
combat.
The cycle is starting again. How many more times must we endure the vanity of the Nine?
It has a tactic style game.
When there isn't a path to be found,
Make one.
Bro, I think you and Paul would love that was different. I like the play this way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Damn, Steel, how far ahead are you, bro?
No, maybe, I guess.
You've
20
been
seconds.
here
I can
before,
wait.
countless times, and so shall you be here again. In fact, you're here right now.
5 seconds.
Summer 2024.
Oh, yeah, y'all that far behind?
Yeah, that's this year, guys. Never heard of this game
Learn
before.
how to wield otherworldly skills in the
Unknown
world of
Nine.
Unknown 9 with an in-depth developer update
So
on
it's called
Xbox
Unknown
Wire.
9, right?
Yeah.
I like the fact that they're doing the stuff on the blog to coincide with these games
Yeah.
as well.
Everyone's
No,
got
it
an
was fantastic.
ex-employer they wish they never worked for.
What we wanted.
Not everyone's
Fire.
ex-employer set
What
them
is
up
this?
to take a fall. Just so happens they framed the wrong
Is this the
witch.
rise of RTSs?
They call me Lady Luck. And every card I draw is lucky. And when I find out what my old coven is up to, they better hope they have a good hand.
Over there! She's here!
Not tonight, boys. If the coven wants to play, they'll have to play dirty.
Sleight of hand. Stealth sim. Game Pass.
Wow.
Let's go.
Nice.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm down.
I like Frostpunk.
Let me know when you see 11-bit studio.
What if
11-bit studios.
you could change the decisions you regret in your life and see the outcomes of those choices with your very own eyes? The Alters tells the story of Jan Dolson, a simple miner who survived a crash landing on a hostile
Everybody
planet.
these games so far has been interesting.
He quickly realizes that what was supposed to be a lifetime job opportunity turns into a desperate fight
Almost looks
for
like
his
Death
life.
Stranding, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Jan will need to handle a large mobile
wow.
base that's
More-
designed to
more
be
space-like.
operated by an entire team of qualified personnel.
You damn well know there's gonna be
Even
like,
worse,
this is what
the planet
Starfield
Jan
should've
landed
been.
on revolves around the deadly scorching star. Escaping the sunrise is crucial for survival. Despite his best efforts, Jan simply lacks the time and skills to deal with all these problems on his own.
Whoa.
But the planet Jan is stranded on is home to a
City
mysterious
manager
substance
slash-
called Rapidium. With its use and the help of the quantum computer on board,
It's like Subnautica
Jan is able to
meets
create alternative versions of
Space.
himself,
Space meets
the Alters.
shelters. Fallout shelters.
Each one of them is the result of altering a crucial decision from Jan's past. The Alters are a reflection of the questions he asks himself. What if I never left my hometown? What if I didn't drop out of college? What if I fought harder to save my marriage?
What a crazy concept, man.
Our Alters have the necessary knowledge and skills that we desperately need to succeed.
Kind of game.
But they also come with their own goals, ambitions, and fears, all derived from their different life paths. And
So it's
that
like loopers
can
meets
generate problems.
Fallout
Stop
Shelter
pretending you have
meets
any idea how
Death
I
Stranding.
feel.
Death Stranding.
Incoherent decision making. A groundbreaking mission on the verge of failure. Damn. I just
Hope I don't
like that.
fuck everything up again.
You want a relationship that lasts. Put some effort in it.
Each Yan is a different person. It will be extremely difficult to keep everyone happy.
You gotta learn how to
It's
say
yourself.
no sometimes.
Yeah.
It's your alternate self.
But
Wow.
we must do whatever
okay.
we can, because as the mission goes
Definitely
on,
mine.
the challenges
the
will
giant
only
mine.
pile up.
And it moved.
What the hell's going
What?
on?
That is awesome. A mobile factory.
Obstacles on the
I like
outside.
this.
Internal tensions
Not
that
gonna lie,
could
I like
prove to
this.
be even more dangerous. And with a ticking clock of the deathly sun behind our backs, the only way home is to press forward.
Alters all by myself. Game Pass, another Game Pass one.
It's a good one, man. It's a very different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I like
variety.
different. I like different.
I mean, it's third person. It looks good. It's got quality.
This. Oh, this is the one game. Yeah. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, definitely similar.
Watch this as Everwild.
Yeah.
Like this is what it changed into.
This isn't Tales. It's their or Tales of Val. It's like Bug Snacks.
Well, if you can capture creatures, it'd be like little Pokemon and thrown in there.
I mean, the game is gorgeous. No doubt about that.
Yeah, no, it's not. Well, combat reminds me a little bit of Shayna.
What is
Creatures
of Ava.
Another Game Pass.
nice?
It's interesting. Not for me, but definitely interesting.
Learn how Creatures of Ava
Looks like a
places you in the
creature.
role of a savior in the first look
Everwild
preview
prequel.
on Xbox Wire.
It kind of looks like a creature gathering, and possibly they do different
It's
things.
it's
maybe?
Pied Piper Pokemon.
There we go. Perfect analogy.
Definitely one of those.
Silent Hill 3? No. From Tim Burton.
It looks like a PS2 version of Redfall. Oh, Chucky? No.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, dude. Oh my god, it is Child's Play. It's fucking Child's Play.
What the hell is this?
And Roblox.
Roblox.
Yes.
Roblox Child Play. Yes, Chucky.
Hi, I'm
Oh,
Chucky,
wow.
and I'm your friend to the end. You.
Yeah, Griefville survived the
It's interesting that they did
In
an advertisement for Roblox, though. That's
Yeah.
interesting. They haven't really done that before.
No. Well, now because it's on PlayStation, so they have to. New game reveal, sleight of hand.
So the other ones weren't new reveals, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they were shown somewhere before. It was their first time we seen the game.
Yeah, it's first time I've noticed.
Maybe they were on future gameplay. You know, like for PC, Steam. Maybe that's where they've initially was
That's
announced.
5 so far. Well, it's 6 if you count Roblox.
Frogways.
Oh.
Oh, that wasn't smart.
Train.
Get on, motherfucker.
This is a horror game for sure.
You know what I would like? A Constantine game.
Yeah.
That
Watch
was
this.
awesome.
Yeah, that would be nice. Collecting different relics.
Game turned out well. It's not for me.
Looks more impressive than the Silent Hill game.
So it's like psychological.
Yeah.
Kind of Alan Wake-ish.
Yeah. I'm getting like a mix of like Alan Wake and Evil Within vibes.
Yep.
Sinking
City. Oh yeah, I remember the first one. It's kind of
Oh.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember
Want
that.
to dive deeper into this mystery? Discover more about this long-awaited sequel in our Xbox Wire interview.
Yeah, because the first one was in Game Pass, I think.
Shout out to
Came
the
to
people who
Game
did
Pass down the
Square
road.
Enix.
My warrior
Is this
of
Vision?
light.
No.
Walk free.
That's
Final
Final
Bear
Fantasy.
the light
14.
for others to follow.
That's the Final Fantasy music.
Did y'all play the beta?
Yeah, I played 10 hours of it.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time for the MMOs, man.
Not this one. For, what is it, $30 for 60 days or something? For the pass? I'm like,
You get 100. It's like you get bare minimum 100 hours at least for free.
Yeah.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
You can choose to buy the extra
Darkness
stuff after
and
that.
light, despair
You don't have to pay for
and
anything.
hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other.
Yeah, there's at
Become
least
light.
100 hours of
Become
gameplay
hope.
in the free version.
I played Final Fantasy 11 online, and it was just
ooh, get ultimate perks
so daunting.
through Game Pass?
That's
Ooh.
Full release. Nice.
I don't like the fact that they're making us still charge for online.
Stranded.
Yeah.
Or Stalker 2.
Is this Stalker 2? I think this is
No.
Stalker
Or
1.
Stalker 1.
Yeah.
Because it was,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
yeah. Nice. Get us
Probably
caught up.
Or, yeah, there you go. Update.
Nice, bro.
Captured on Series X via back compat.
I never played that. I never played Stalker, man.
I played it. I played a little bit of it on my buddy's PC.
Probably did. Look, I could probably do it. It's too creepy for me, man. Okay, and all the content. Okay.
Oh, all the DLC too? That's cool.
Well, no, the game was good. Definitely seems to age pretty well. Overall. Maybe I should just do that.
Available
Nice.
today. Let's go.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
The trilogy.
Learn how developer GSC Game World brought the cult classic S.T.A.L.K.E.R trilogy
Oh,
to Xbox in an
go.
exclusive Xbox Wire interview.
Got an interview for that one too.
Woo.
Get everyone ready for Stalker 2 later on.
You know what?
How are these still a thing?
This might be fun. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, that looks great.
Okay. I'm not a monster, man. I'm not a monster. So I can see this. I see people really like this movie. Okay. It'll be a good party. It'll definitely be a good party.
Gravedigger. Monster Jam.
感じませんでしたか？
My type
時
of game.
間が
Here we
空
go.
回りする瞬間
Oh no, this is not my type of game.
を。あなたは誰？
This
私は
is
メティス。あなたを守るために来ました。
Nope, P3.
Persona 3.
時間や空間に歪みが起きてるんです。この地下にある時の狭間のせいで。
まさか同じ一日がずっと繰り返されてるんですか？タルタロスのように何か
I
や
still
の
need to
力
play
が発
this
生し
game.
たということかもしれないな。
たく勘弁してくれよ。
何？今の。
彼は見事命の答えにまでたどり着いた。あなたの得たワイルドの力はそれへと至る前触れなのです。
私はかつて生きると決めた。ワイルドへの目覚めがもしも命に近づいていることなら、その果てにある答えというのは。
Shine says he's currently hooked on P3. That's awesome stuff. That's what it's for, man. That's why it's dope to see those come over, man. That's in September. They're about to drop some music. Oh man, I'm seeing more music. We like the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Expansion
lie, but
Pass is Game
man.
Pass Ultimate.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay.
That's
Is
fine.
that part of the ultimate perk? Nice.
Maybe.
Uncover what else the Dark Hour has
They
in
should.
store
I do
for
think
Game
that
Pass
Xbox needs
members
to do the
this
same thing
year
that
on
Ubisoft
Xbox
does,
Wire.
where you get ultimate versions in Game Pass Ultimate.
Well, that's what it was initially going to be. It was going to be all the DLC and everything.
Release date reveal.
Shadow Drop. It actually said Shadow Drop.
It didn't show us a release date reveal though. Or did I
Yeah,
miss it?
March 21st is the release date of the.
That's kind of
the
quick,
full release.
isn't it?
I mean,
Coming to Xbox, isn't that kind of quick? It's only been like what, 6 months? Hey,
There you go.
I love the way this game is.
Yeah, the art style in this is sick, bro.
yeah.
It reminds me of Code Vein.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another Souls like that was really. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, like the Demon Slayer kind of has that outline-ish like animation to it. How this looks, I like it.
I like that.
Oh,
Devil May Cry.
juicy.
Oh, the parody.
No.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be Souls-like, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. It's definitely gonna be Souls-like.
Yeah, I can get into this one.
I can definitely see it. It looks like the parrying might be forgivable, like Wolong.
Because of the art style on this, man, I might have to
Exactly.
play it regardless. Like,
Yeah. Art style is really
awesome.
I love the way the enemies look, man. Like,
Yeah. 100%.
it's almost got like an 80s cartoon inspiration.
Bro, I was just about to say it's like an 80s, 90s anime feel.
Like
to it.
some of these, some of these enemies look like they're out of like Thundercats or something, bro. Like,
oh my god, that was bad.
Lionel.
yeah,
Snarf.
that's sick.
And he has a hidden power.
Snarf.
Kalunga, god of death.
Right, there's
Hear
just
my plea.
Tails of Zao.
And why, Zao, have you called me to the realm of the living? It is told that there are 3 great spirits who have denied you. I seek my Baba's return in exchange for these spirits. Tales of Kenzera Zao takes you on a journey through a land enriched with myth and legend, but torn apart by illness and tragedy. Grief is ever present here. From the arid deadlands, the harsh and unforgiving terrain, to the dense and dangerous forest floor of the woodlands, a place laden with mystery and fear. In your arsenal, you carry your late father's masks. The Mask of the Moon, utilized best for crowd control, and the Mask of the Sun, chaotic ballet that compels you to engage spirits in melee combat. The Mask of the Moon, the Mask of the Sun. You must embrace the dance of the shaman. Each ability gained by the player can be used both traversally as well as in the fray of combat.
Yep. Very similar.
For example, take Akida's spear. Not only can it be used to activate elements that are out of reach, but also engage and pierce through multiple enemies at once. And with each small victory along your journey, you will grow and better yourself, obtaining powers and tools that allow you to turn the tides of battle.
Mainly because we don't get
in your
enough. We
favor.
don't have enough years to focus on like the African religion or whatnot. It's super dope.
You should not sneak up on people, young shaman.
We are
Those mythos are
shamans.
super dope too. Those
Healers
characters.
in a land long past healing.
The complexities of grief
Really, you
inspire the
don't see
foundations
any
of the world.
African like
You will be
mythology
faced with intricate
in
puzzles,
any video
arduous
games,
obstacles,
right? You know.
deceptive traps that demand both patience and skill to overcome.
Really good.
And though the path is fraught
Yeah,
with
this,
adversity,
I like this.
an even fiercer battle rages within you.
Oh, and close.
Mercy
Oh,
is a rare
damn.
flower that blooms in the lands of Kenzera. But you can do this. I know you can.
Yeah, the fact that the story about his father, the fact that I mean, it definitely sells you enough on it for sure. But
Oh, April
it helps
23rd. Nice.
There's another 11-bit Studios game.
RTF.
Oh, what is this? Let's go.
Is this what is that?
This
Frost?
looks like, Frostpunk.
Yeah, this does look like a Frostpunk.
Frostpunk?
Yeah, maybe the sequel.
Bro, I used to be so into RTS.
This is really cool. I love Frostpunk. It was 2024 July.
Nice.
Ooh, a lot of games.
Frostpunk 2. Yeah.
There we go.
PC.
Today and play the
PC Game
beta.
Pass. It's not console day one.
That makes sense. That makes sense. They're gonna. Those style of games seem to need more time. Hey, here we go.
Wow. Nice.
Wait, was it announced for console right now though? I thought it was just PC.
It just said PC.
Yeah, so it'll be on Xbox once there's a console version.
But it said PC Game Pass also, so it is Game Pass. So that's it's good enough for me right now.
It is. There it is. It's like gives me that Otogi, like.
I never played Otogi either.
Oh my god, such a great game on the OG Xbox. It's like Japanese mythology. That feels.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, this is absolutely remarkable. Rescue villagers and give them roles. Okay. I like the different camera styles.
Make preparations before the sun sets.
I like that. That's kind of dope.
So a little tower defense.
Or base defense. Nighttime.
Yeah. Like horde. Oh, nice. There we go.
So we're gonna be gathering resources during the day. Fight at night.
That's cool. A different take on like
an action kind of
tower defense and base defense.
Oh, okay. That was oh, you can move the foot. Okay, you can just command. Let's go. Is that a parry?
I like you can use other characters.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
Yeah, this is 1,000%.
Come on, princess. Let's go. Seal the door. Bro. Oh, so when you seal a door, it cleans the area. That's cool.
This looks really good. Wow.
Yeah, I'm 1,000% on board with that.
Oh yeah.
Game
Pass.
Okay.
No, this is gonna be
that music, man. I was like getting into that.
Learn how Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess mixes action and real-time strategy in an exclusive Xbox Wire piece.
Okami? Yeah, I've never played Okami.
That's it.
Good stuff, man. There's more games shown than we thought. There was that, what is that, 5, 9, and then
14.
Yeah.
14 games come out this year.
Yeah, that's just the second, third.
14 this year.
I don't think some of them had dates yet, or years on them yet.
They had coming 2024. Majority of them.
I think yeah, almost all of them. But like, I think there's a couple that didn't.
Even 10 games on top of Xbox's what 14?
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
So 24 fucking games.
Wow. Well, I don't know if
That's
that math
crazy.
is mathing, but it's okay. we got a lot coming this year. That's for damn sure. Like there's so much, and
more than we have time for, Mav. That's for sure.
Like, I can't even think of everything. I gotta go to Xbox Wire right now. The show started off with that tactics kind of Assassin's Creed Bandai Namco thing that we were like, what is this? You know, what is this game? Like now I can't even remember it because there was so much stuff. Unknown, right? Immortal War, remember for 7 months, says Game Pass is lit this year. Yes, it is. A lot of the stuff was shown was for Game Pass. Frostpunk 2 was shown for Game Pass day one on PC. El Monopio with the $5 says Atogi 1 and 2 are exclusive from software and back compat on Xbox. That's right. Appreciate
you. Can buy them.
Also, we have the Stalker trilogy available today on Xbox. I don't know if that's available anywhere else. They didn't don't know. That's a shadow drop for a trilogy. That's never. I don't think that's ever been on console before, has it?
What's that? Stalker
The
original?
The Stalker trilogy.
No, it's only been PC.
So, and the footage they showed, because they just showed a lot of pure gameplay, looked pretty damn good for that. Man, I got to get the Xbox Wire here because holy crap, there's just so much, man.
Yeah, the Sinking City 2.
Oh, Togi looks crazy.
Yeah, Togi, dude, it's 1 and 2 is just, it's one of those games like From Software, an exclusive to Xbox, and From Software made these, so that they're just really, really great content in in those games.
Yeah, it's just like there's so much to process about it. Everything that, because we had a lot of new game announcements. We had a lot of updates. We had a shadow drop, Game Pass announcements, a lot of variety, different genres, different kinds of games. It's just like it's way too much to even think about for just something that's they didn't even announce this for 2 days ago. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty crazy. So all right, let's start with Boom. Overall impression on this partner preview event and standout.
Look, I enjoyed it. The Capcom game for sure. Like I'm not really a strategy kind of a guy, but because it's so different, because it's not your standard tactics game where you're going to be using. Obviously, there's going to be tactics there, but you're going to be controlling the character. For me, that was I think they bookended the show really nice. The opening game with Bandai Namco, again, not really for me, but because it's again so different, I'm probably going to give it the old college effort. I like the fact that a lot of these games were in Xbox Game Pass. The one I'm a little surprised that isn't in Game Pass is the S.T.A.L.K.E.R trilogy.
Yeah,
right. That's not in Game Pass. Does anyone know what the pricing of that is?
It's got to be full for 3 games. It's got to be full, like a $60 thing. I think. I don't know. But let me see if it's available in the store.
Maybe to help fund, the studio during the hard times. That's why they went that route.
You can pick up the games individually for $20 a piece, or you can get them all for $40.
That's not bad.
Okay, so for $40, that's not bad for all 3 games. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's a Legends of the it's a Legends of the Zone bundle available on the Microsoft Store for $40. Includes all 3 iconic games that make up the S.T.A.L.K.E.R trilogy: Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Pripyat. Or you can pick up each of the games individually for $20. Yeah, I'd say get all 3 for 30 for 40. You're getting one of them for free in that way. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, Boom.
No, I'm just saying, like, again, a lot of the stuff we were very surprised with. Like I heard, obviously I sat back. Normally I don't talk during these things. I just want to observe and watch. And everyone was like, for instance, okay, maybe the Monster Jam isn't everyone's bag.
It was different.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna buy that game because A, I like monster trucks, and B, it kind of reminds me of Dirt 5. So that was a bit of a surprise. I would have loved that in Game Pass, to be honest with you. I think that would have been a great title, but it's fine. Not everything has to be in Game Pass. I'd like it to be, but that's not the case. I think this was fantastic for a third-party show. We had some expectations. I thought that the Elden Ring one was almost a lock, to be honest with you, simply because of, they have a new DLC coming out. Microsoft has the marketing both for the game and for the DLC. It made sense. That not showing up here, I guess, is a bit disappointing. But I overall, I think all the games showed off great. And I'm like you, there was so much content that was shown. In order to do the show properly tonight, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it and go to Xbox Wire and go through everything again. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid show, solid third-party show.
Yeah, really, man. Yeah, it's like a lot. Like,
oh wow,
that Alters game that's on the screen right now. Like, that was trippy, dude. It's like if it looked like Fallout Shelter meets Death Stranding, like meets like you said, Loopers Psycho, like it's just like
Yeah.
crazy concept. I've never heard of this game before, but
Yeah, it was very intriguing.
yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. And it's beautiful, like the graphics on it. So
Yeah,
anyway,
it looked really good.
what
I just
about
want
you?
to say the Tales of Kenzera.
Yeah, Tales of Kenzera's out.
No, pre-orderable, but it's on sale right now. Save 10%, and it's $17.99.
Nice.
Comes out April 23rd.
Okay.
Wow.
Raid She says not a single first-party Xbox game in from October last year until May this year. 8 months without first-party games. Yeah. Well, we got like 10 coming this year, so I don't really think anybody cares too much about that. But I will say that you could be like Sony and have one big first-party game in 2.5 years. 2.5 years.
Yeah. 2.5 years.
Yeah. Spider-Man is the only one in between God of War, Ragnarok, and when they said that they don't have anything till April of 2025. So that's one big game in 2.5 years. I don't know. I'd rather be Xbox and have games come out a little bit more frequently than that. But yeah, there's lots of great stuff coming this year for Xbox. But yeah, it is like sometimes you have like these 4 or 5 month time periods, right? Without a big release or whatever. I think Hellblade 2 is in May. That's literally like 2 months away. Like we don't really have long to wait for that now. But yeah, we have so much other games coming and all this other kind of stuff too. What about you, Steel? What's your like big takeaways from this, man?
Big takeaway wise, bro, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 11 games that I got interested in here. I even wrote down the Monster Jam Showdown game just because it was different. The driving looked like it was fun. It was interesting. Now that may be a game that I never jumped into, but it doesn't mean that I got to downplay it and say that the show was terrible because of it. Especially when you had everything else. Again, Unknown 9, that was an extremely interesting game. May not be a game that I end up jumping into either. But the fact that well, excuse me, I'm thinking about the Altars. That's not a game because it has a lot going on for it, and it's extremely time consuming. It seems like. But Unknown 9 was extremely interesting with the action based combat. She had using the ghost figures. I was really digging the type of combat she was using. It felt different, and then also having those strategy elements in there where she looked like she could possess somebody and make them attack other people. I thought that was super dope. I was like, okay, that's different. So I threw Sleight of Hand on there. That looked extremely interesting. Creatures of Ava again. I didn't necessarily think that it was Pokemon-ish per se, but I do think it's it seemed a very what was the game that I mentioned during it? It seemed very relatable to Kana, Bridge of Spirits to me, as far as the creatures kind of being a benefit to you, along with you being the centerpiece. You can still attack. So I'm interested to see how that plays out again off of Palworld. There may be some interest for that. So I could definitely see it. Sinking City 2 was cool. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is not going to be something I end up jumping into, but seeing it have that triple pack come in for people who haven't played it, who are interested, because I am planning on playing S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. I could be a graphic snob sometimes, depending. First Berserker Kazakhstan is the main proponent, I think, of the show for me. Although Kunitsu-Gami is probably tied with it, 1-1. I feel like I can't say one without the other as far as my level of interest go. But from this gameplay that we've seen from First Berserker, especially, I'm more locked in than ever before. Just seeing the art style again, to Matt's point, you and him were like essentially on the same page. Has that 80s, 90s anime feel, but the combat just feels so visceral. Kind of what I got from like a Code Vein. For those who aren't familiar with that, it seemed really up that vein.
Great
but then
series.
also, Yeah, and then also mixing it in with the Devil May Cry, with the main character having these underlying, whether it's demon powers or monster, whatever it is, his weapons transforming and doing. It seems like it's going to be limitless. And then, what more can I say about Path of the Goddess? I didn't think it was going to be like we were thinking about strategy and whatnot, adding that to the action flavor. I wasn't expecting that, but having that kind of what's a good word for it? That ebb and flow of, hey, during the daytime you might have some light combat, or it's more so about the resources and gathering, and making sure everything is set up, and then at nighttime that's when things come to a head, and making sure that you're set up. So I give the show an 8 out of 10 easily. I'm even pushing a 9 maybe, just because of how much I was interested, but as far as like my genuine interests is things that really appealed to me, I definitely have to give it at least an 8, I think. So
Yeah.
cool.
Right on.
Strong score. Me, I'd give it an 8.5. I'd go a half point higher. Again, I like to look at these shows. Okay, so they showed what, 14? You said 14 games. More than half I'm interested in. That's a W.
Yeah.
I like that there were a lot of stuff in here that was in Game Pass. I'm literally, when we're done with this show, I'm gonna put the show tonight. So obviously, folks, if you're listening, we will be talking about this news, of course. For the first half of the primetime gaming this evening, we have Web Dave. We did have Retri that was going to join us. Unfortunately, had to back out, so we're a little short on guests. I'm gonna see. It's gonna be, so far it's me, Web Dave, and Keasante. I'm gonna see if I can get a fourth in there. The other, I guess, breaking story is that Final Fantasy's trilogy has been confirmed by Sony Interactive Entertainment to be exclusive to PlayStation. That means that that Xbox is not getting this trilogy.
Maybe they
is that forever?
Went ahead and ponied up more money or something to be able to make that announcement.
They probably did. They did. As a matter of fact, if you go to the Gamma Sutra article that I sent it to the DM. And I don't want to derail this show. I just want to throw it out there that that's what we're going to be covering tonight. But there's still, like you, Steel, there's a lot to really like here. Now, again, not every game is for every gamer. Am I going to buy a lot of these games? No. Am I going to play like Frostpunk? Definitely not for me. Now, I'm just not an RTS guy like that, or a Sims World guy. Just not my bag. But something like Monster Jam that I think is cool, that I would probably actually buy and play and enjoy it. Some people are like, well, that's just dumb. I hear you if you think so. But I think half the games, if you can go into a show, gentlemen, and see at least half of what was shown, you're like, yeah, I could definitely get into this. Then I think it's a W. For me, it's an 8.5 out of 10. It was a partner's preview. Again, we have expectations, personal ones, some things that you keep inside. Obviously, I said before, I think Elden Ring would have been a really, really nice drop here. I didn't say it because I didn't know. Obviously, now we're learning. I thought Final Fantasy something was going to be there, whether it be the Pixels collection that's only not on Xbox, Final Fantasy VII Remake, which again was originally announced for Xbox, but that has been nixed, and maybe Final Fantasy 16, which we hear is only a 6-month exclusive. Who knows? But overall, 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, right on, man. Strong. What about you, Psycho?
Yeah, there was a lot that I liked out of this showcase. It just, there were some that I was like, okay, weren't really on my radar or even knew about, and now it's like, okay, I'm gonna definitely look at it, check it out. That Creature of Ava is one of those games that I'm like, all right, that's something different. The other game that we were talking about earlier, where it's kind of like Loopers meets Fallout Shelters meets, I forget already who put that out. It was at the Bandai Namco. Is that the Bandai Namco game?
No, that was the Alters. That was from 11-Bit Studios, I think.
No, not Alters. I'm talking about the one that we had that mobile.
Yeah, that's Alters. Yeah, that's Alters.
Was it? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. But that's in Game Pass, so it's I'm definitely gonna check that out, see how how that
And
plays
that's
out.
one of the ones we don't have a year or anything on. So I think that one's probably not till next year, at least. I think
I thought it said coming 2024, but
maybe.
Um,
let me rewind to the end of the trailer just to.
Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, phenomenal. That game just like it was on my radar. It shot fucking up there at the top after this showcase.
Yeah, Alters is one that was we did not get the date or anything for. So
okay.
We'll see when that comes out, but yeah, Game Pass was confirmed for it, so that's a big deal. Anytime you tell me a game's coming to Game Pass, I'm more, especially like a new IP like that looks like different and original. I'm probably gonna give it a go. You know, like why not? What have I got to lose but possibly discover something I love? You know, like it's
exactly
that's what I love about Game Pass, and there was some really cool stuff like that for this. I gotta admit here though, like I think that Berserker game stole the show for me.
Yeah,
and I'm not a Souls guy. I'm not.
I think the art style just jumps off the page, man. Like it really does.
Yeah.
Is it me? Was it me, or did it seem like it was two different art styles? Right, like the character seemed like anime, and the other, like when he was fighting, seemed to be like in a different graphical. Did I see that wrong?
I don't know. It's like the art style was kind of like had a realistic cell shaded anime style thing to it, but like in a realistic way, a dark realistic way. And that's why like I kind of was paying, I mentioned Thundercats, you know what I mean, there, because literally some of those enemies looked like like they came out of that universe. And like, you know how you have like the movement and the rags and the hair and like all that kind of stuff, but with the dark expressions and stuff like that on the, like I got like vibes of different cartoons and stuff from that era watching that, but like brought in a badass new realistic way, to the point where like if I was watching a movie based on one of those, like I would want it to look like that. You know, what we just saw in that in that game. That was just a really sick art style. I love the character designs, and the combat looked fun, man. It really did. So maybe that'll be that Soulsy game that hooks me. I'm gonna give it my all, because that game really surprised me watching this trailer. But Path of the Goddess too, man, like the strategy stuff in there, it is way more strategy than I thought.
Yeah,
like they said strategy and action, but like this is like a strategy game. Like it's pretty much like maybe in a way kind of like a Orcs Must Die type thing, you know what I mean? You're setting up your base and your stuff ahead of time, and then the wave comes through, you know, you got to defend everything, you know, but you're playing, you got the action combat from your main character and stuff, and you're setting stuff up. And then it looks like there's kind of more of a grand overarching story here where you're progressing through and like clearing areas, right? But with the art style and stuff of that too, it's I gotta say the music, like the music for Path of the Goddess is like selling me on that game just based on the music, bro. Like I'm like sitting there like listening, I'm like, yeah, I want to get in there. But yeah, it's just overall, man, the variety here. I think the Frostpunk 2 for PC Game Pass Day 1 is a underrated kind of win there as well, for PC gamers, because that game is first Frostpunk was a highly respected kind of like game in that genre, and to have that just announced and be for PC Game Pass Day 1, I think that's a win for PC Game Pass right there as well. Overall, man, just like overall great thing. There was that sleight of hand game too. It was a second game that we saw where she was throwing the cards out, you know. That was out of nowhere, and I don't really know much about that game. I got to learn more about it, but it was like the stealth. Said it was a stealth sim. I was getting Dishonored vibes watching it. I don't know if anybody else got Dishonored vibes.
Yes, that's a great one-to-one. If being that we don't know much of it, it does give a definite one-to-one vibe of Dishonored for sure. The art style, even a little bit, was again. This is going to be. It's an interesting title, Mav, because do you build her deck? Right? Is it you know what I'm saying? Like, are you responsible for? I would imagine it's like her weapons. So, are you going to have full disposal of you building a deck that does certain things? That was another one. Didn't expect to see that. It showed off really well, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And that's another one we didn't have the date for, or a year, right? But it's
2024 though.
Yes, and it is a Game Pass game though. That one didn't say 2024. I don't think. Sleight of hand.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it did.
That one just said wish list now. Game Pass, Xbox Series X and S. Yeah. So I'm trying to double check on that. There was Frostpunk 2's July 2024.
I got to go to Xbox Wire and check this.
Berserker Kazan. Did we have? I don't think we got a date on that one either. So I don't think I think maybe on our minds we were thinking a lot of these were going to be this year, right? But like a lot of them that we saw, we don't know when they're coming out. Yeah, Berserker, it didn't say at all. It didn't say 2024. It didn't say anything. So that one we're probably also going to have to wait for maybe until 2025. Trying to go through here. Alters was one that we don't know when. Monster Hunter Jam, or Monster Jam, not Monster Hunter Jam. That is this year. That's not Game Pass. That's just, I think, a new game announcement. Then you have Creatures of Ava, which was the Pied Piper Pokemon game.
Yeah, that's one not for me. Not my bag.
Me too. That's the one. Like, for some reason, I'm just watching this. I'm like, okay, like that's cool for some people. I'm not gonna play it. Whatever. I don't care about it. Was that one for Game Pass?
I don't remember.
I wish there was just a checkbox.
I don't mean to cut. Yeah. I don't mean to cut you short. I gotta bounce because, like I said, I gotta prepare for tonight's show.
Yeah.
And I got a few things to do before I get Mrs. Boom. It was great to be here. Thank you for the invite. Check your DM when you get a chance and just let me know. And hey, shout out to everyone that's here in the chat supporting Mav. Obviously, great to see you here. Psychonauts, of course, and Steel Rain. Great working with you guys as always. Enjoy the rest of the day, everyone. We're going to have a lot to talk about tonight on Primetime Gaming, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, thanks so much for the invite, Matt. Super appreciate it.
Thanks for coming through, Boom. Anytime, man. You're always more than welcome to hang out with us. And it was a great.
If they do more shows like this, expect me to just pop in because I'm not going to do the show myself. So I'd rather hang out with a group of really cool dudes and have some fun.
Heck yeah, man. Anytime, bro. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Boom. Check out Primetime Gaming tonight, everybody.
All right, later.
So I was looking at this Creatures of Ava, and that one is Game Pass, and that one is 2024. For people, are we is anybody here actually interested in that game or no?
Me.
You're gonna play it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Anybody here gonna play Chucky on Roblox?
No.
No. Tales of Kenzera Zhao is this year. It's April 23rd. So that's coming fairly soon.
$17.99 right now.
Yeah. And then we have Unknown Awakening announcement trailer. And this one says summer 2024. But that's not Game Pass. That's that opening game that Bandai Namco. Okay, so there was a mix of Game Pass Day 1 stuff. There's a mix of games coming out later, mix of games coming out this year. Overall, I'll give it a solid 8. What about Sinking City 2?
That was interesting.
The first one was it was a different game. I played just a little bit of it because there's so many other games at the time. I didn't give it really a chance to see if I really liked it or not.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it,
it's
it
like
definitely gives that
Lovecraftian.
call. Yeah, it's that Call of Cthulhu, like esque vibe that it was giving me, and so I'm all
Yeah.
great. Anyone that's into that kind of stuff, but I also give it about a 8.5. A lot of stuff that was that I liked.
Right on, man. Yeah, and they did say like Sinking City 2 is like a full-on horror game, which is different than the first one. I remember the first
Yes.
one was more of like kind of just atmospheric Lovecraftian type thing, but this was like a horror game, So and then yeah, like I said, the other two games stole the show for me. Then you had Final Fantasy 14 Online show up with the actual full release coming on March 21st. It says also announced that a starter edition will be available through Xbox Game Pass Ultimate perks for a limited time from the March 21st to April 19th. You can start playing Final Fantasy 14 Online today with the open beta, which is now live. So from the 21st to the 19th, they're in the Game Pass Ultimate perks. There's a starter edition. I'm guessing that was in the trailer, but I don't even know what that means necessarily. And then we had the other thing, the expansion pass for Persona 3 Reload was announced. It's going to be in Game Pass, available in Game Pass Ultimate.
Yep. It's not in there right now, but probably soon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, overall, fantastic show. Lots of awesome games to look forward to. And no huge surprises, right? No like Elden Ring moments or anything like that, But I think lots of cool games that we didn't know about or have barely heard about before. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, tomorrow we have PM in the PM at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then Friday it's Xbox Ultimate Podcast. So we'll have more thoughts on all this kind of stuff coming up for those shows and stuff. But let's get everybody out here. Steel Rain, thank you so much, dude, for hanging out with us as usual for our co-streams and whenever you're free for any of our shows, bro. You absolutely rock. But tell everybody where they can catch you.
Well, you guys can catch me on Living Split Screen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, and 3 p.m. UK time. And then you can also catch me with Mr. Boomstick XL himself. He was just here. Go show him some love on the Xbox Factor podcast that goes live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central. And other than that, you can catch me gaming. And if you guys want to, you can follow my my new TikTok, Steel Rain X. The T is a 7. Keep that in mind. I'm trying to clear up some space on my PC. Start uploading a bunch of stuff, clips, and getting that stuff ready. So, nonetheless, appreciate you guys for having me. I gotta go get my daughter. But much love.
Right on, man. Thank you, Steel, as always, bro. Psychonauts, what about you, sir?
Chat, thanks for hanging out and being here today. You could find me on social media everywhere, Psychonauts 8, and you'll see me Friday on Xbox Ultimate, recapping what we saw today and looking into these other games that were announced, and it's going to be a good time. Great. What does Pong say? The golden age of gaming. So,
yeah,
great stuff. I mean, as a gamer, having new games that are different and outside the box thinking is fantastic. So I'm all for it. Great job. They don't have to be the juggernauts out there all the time, because you know what, at the end of the day, we do not have enough time to play nothing but 60-80 hour games every time they drop. What they had today was fantastic, perfect to lead up for the rest of this year. So Mav, where can they find you, buddy?
Yeah, so tonight, I think I'm going to be hopping on Primetime Gaming with Boom.
Oh.
So yeah, I gotta just double check, make sure I can. But so keep an eye out. And besides that, yeah, like I said, tomorrow we got PM in the PM. Pong, Soul, and I will be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern time, hanging out, talking games. And then Friday's Xbox Ultimate Podcast, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll kind of go through all of this again and take a look at let things marinate, process, see if there's any other news hopping out there, and have some fun talking about it. But I want to thank everybody who chose to watch this co-stream with us here on Fun Speculation. You guys all absolutely rock. Appreciate all the support. I did miss one more. Ballantone, member for 1 month, said, "Is the Stalker trilogy a play anywhere title?" And I honestly, I don't know the answer to that. It would be nice if you can get it on Xbox and also get the PC version on the PC store, but I don't know. I hope so. I'll try and find out and before tomorrow's show. But anyway, hope you all have a good one. Thank you all so much for watching, and you have a great night. Peace out. Bye.
Later, everybody.